Hello, this is RICKY, the mainstream movie guy. Hey guys, today I'm bringing you the top 20 most anticipated movies of 2016. This is going to be 11 through 20 just because I felt 20 would be too much for one video. So this is the still, again, 11 through 20, so still very anticipated movies. I had over 20, but I thought that would be overkill. So let's just leave it at 20. So this is going to be 11 through 20. So coming in at number 20 is Triple Nine. Now this might be a little bit less known, but basically you have some high quality caliber actors here. You have Casey Affleck, you have a guy from Breaking Bad, and a guy from Walking Dead, and you have the Falcon. There you go. That's pretty much all I need to say, right? Now, but it's really interesting. It's basically streets versus cops, so the old cops and robbers kind of thing, but brought into a more kind of guerrilla style type of movie. It looks like. So I'm really interested to see how this plays out. Again, great actors in this, people that I really like and like a lot as actors. So really can't wait to see how it plays out. I think it's going to be a really good one. Coming in at number 19, there's no pictures for this movie yet, but it is Passengers. Those of you who don't know, it's starring these two people. It's starring Chris Pratt and, of course, Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt in a movie, that pretty much sells it itself. But what the idea behind this movie is Chris Pratt is basically stuck on a spaceship with a lot of people, but he accidentally wakes up earlier than he was supposed to, and he will have lived and died by the time these people wake up. So he kind of goes out on a whim and he's like, I don't want to be alone all my life and I can't get back to sleep, so I'm going to wake up this girl. And I'm sure she's going to be pissed at him at first because what the fuck, you just like wake just so you won't be miserable. But it's really interesting to see how this will turn out, and I think it could be something great. I really can't wait to see a trailer for it. Coming in at number 18 is Moana. Moana, you have The Rock and Disney. Yes, The Rock is playing this big guy over here, and he has just a giant hook blade thing, and Moana looks bomb. So, it looks like a really different kind of Disney princess, which I personally really like when they go a different style of princess, and this definitely looks like one. So I really can't wait to see. Of course, I think the pig and the rooster are going to be comical relief, so it's just interesting to see how that'll turn out. By the way, I do love how The Rock's character still has the eyebrow. I just think that's funny. All right, coming in at number 17, Star Trek Beyond. Now, Star Trek Beyond honestly would have been a lot higher on this list if it was for one thing, and that is that Star Trek Beyond had a horrible trailer, in my opinion. Just like I really didn't care for it. I thought it was just not Star Trek, and I'm very afraid of that's what this is going to become. I'm not sure if that is, but hopefully it will be better than what we got in the trailer. I know Simon Pegg, who stars and wrote a lot of Star Trek Beyond, says, "Oh man, that's just not what the movie is. It's just how they cut it." Well, we'll have to wait and see. But so far, I am less excited about this. This would have been in my top 10 if it would have been a better trailer. Coming in at number 16 is The Secret Life of Pets. Now, this is from the people that brought you Despicable Me, so already that's a huge plus. But it really seems like this could be the Toy Story from this animation company. So it really kind of, think about it. It's what your pets do when you're away, kind of like what your toys do when you're away. So I think this has the potential to be a really great movie, and it has good voice actors. It's just going to have to see what it comes into and how well it plays out. At number 15, we have The Jungle Book. Okay, I don't know if you guys know this, but take a look at the trailer of The Jungle Book and realize that none of that is real. When it comes to practical effects, a lot of people praise Star Wars and Mad Max this past year, even though they had a lot of CGI in them. But the best CGI is when you can't tell that it's CGI. The Jungle Book is shot entirely in a studio, and it looks like you're there in the jungle. Take a look at that trailer again, knowing that none of it is on site. All of it is CGI. It's really impressive, honestly. Like the jungle is fake, The landscape is fake. All that is fake, yet it looks very, very, very realistic. So take a look at that again, and I think you'll be surprised as I was because that's what really impresses me. I recently just saw The Jungle Book again, the old Disney cartoon, and I'm really kind of curious. I do want those classic songs, I Want to Be Like You and The Bare Necessities. So I'm really kind of curious. We got a little tease of The Bare Necessities at the end of the first trailer. I really want them to bring more of that comedy and humor into the next trailer. Hopefully that we'll see that. And coming in at number 14, Now You See Me, the second act. You have a magician movie with Harry Potter in it. Enough said, right? Now, I'm really just interested to see how this movie played out. The first Now You See Me, I thought was a really clever movie. Some people did like it, some people didn't care for it. I thought it was really good. I liked the twists and turns that it took, and I've always kind of liked magic, but I've liked seeing how it comes to be and how you can kind of trick people with it. I think that's what the real, amazement in magic is. And I think this will bring it again. I'm really kind of curious what role I can't think of his name right now. Harry Potter plays David. But yeah, so I really kind of just curious to see how what role he plays and how well this turns out as a sequel. And one thing I hope, we got a thing of who was the mastermind of everything in part one, and I hope he still is the mastermind and kind of all-knowing role in part two. That's what I'm really hoping for. All right, and number 13 comes in Warcraft. Okay, guys, we have a chance for video games to be the next comic book movies. Warcraft is the first one up to bat, and it looks good so far. I think, the CGI from the Comic-Con trailer apparently to the recent release trailer was a huge improvement in terms of CGI. So I am really hoping that this story goes well. And I like the idea of that, the Horde and the Alliance, the classic Warcraft. By the way, this is more based on the original Warcraft, not the World of Warcraft. Yes, Warcraft was a game before World of Warcraft, one that I personally played and loved. I loved Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, and I did not play World of Warcraft because, well, I didn't want to be addicted. And so this one is really a great chance of, having the title of the best video game ever made, since we do not have a great video game movie yet. So I can't wait to see if Warcraft lives up to the video game hype, and then we can get all these video games. I mean, think about it. We can get like Fallout, Final Fantasy movies, Mario, good Mario movie. All these video games movies that we always wanted to have as kids, we can now have later. So I think this could be a great possibility and a great stepping stone to that. And coming in number 12, Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. Yes, the follow-up with the Harry Potter story. This is actually, I think, about 80 years, 60 or 80 years before Harry Potter went to Hogwarts. So you figure that's, he was what, 15 around then. So you're talking about 45 to 65 years, depending on how long it is. But so you're not going to even get Harry's parents because of that, but you definitely could see Dumbledore in this, and I'm really curious to see just how this world is. I don't know if it's Harry Potter more for adults. I think it'd be very successful, but if it's not, I feel like it might have a miss. So we'll have to wait and see. All right, and then coming in at number 11, which is the last one for this list and this video, is Bourne 5. Yes, Jason Bourne is back, and I loved the Bourne movies. I did not see Bourne Legacy. It's not that I just don't like Jeremy Renner. I just never got around to it, although I heard good things about it, to be fair. But, we wanted Bourne back, and this is the same director as, I believe, Bourne 2 and 3 as well. So for Bourne 5, we're getting the same group back to bring this great action spy thriller that, honestly, for 2015, it was a great year for spy movies. We had about 2 really good ones and one other decent one. And Bourne looks like it will shine for 2016 for the spy genre. All right, guys, that was the most anticipated movies for 2016. number 11 through 20. Make sure to check out the top 10 as I will be recording that next and it will be posted on YouTube. Thank you as always for watching. Make sure to give that like thumbs up. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.